Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered with Sid. I'm your host Sid Verma, and today I want to talk about something that I believe is changing our generation in real time, and most of us don't even realize it. I want to talk about attention. Not productivity, not discipline, not even time management, but attention. Because attention is the foundation of everything. Think about it. What you consistently pay attention to becomes your reality. What you focus on becomes your thoughts. Your thoughts influence your decisions. Your decisions shape your life. So if something is quietly taking away your attention, it's not just stealing your time, it's changing who you are. When was the last time you woke up and didn't reach for your phone? Be honest. Your alarm clock goes off. You silence it. Before your feet touch the floor, your thumb's already scrolling. Maybe you check Instagram, Snapchat, or TikTok. You tell yourself it's just for a minute, just to wake up and see if you missed anything. Then 20 minutes pass. You don't even remember half of what you saw, but somehow you already feel behind. Slightly anxious, slightly rushed, and the day hasn't even started yet. We've normalized this. We've made it a routine to start every morning in a reactive state, consuming other people's thoughts and lives before we formed our own. That might not sound dramatic, but it's powerful. How you start your morning sets a tone for your mind. If your first act of the day is giving your attention to an algorithm, you're training your brain to be a follower rather than a leader. I see this everywhere. In school, students hide their phones behind their iPads while teachers talk. At the gym, people check their notifications in between sets. Friends sit together at lunch, but half the time, their eyes are down scrolling. It's automatic now. Before we even consciously decide to pick up the phone, it's already in our hands. That should concern us. When a behavior is automatic, that means it's been conditioned. These platforms are not accidental. They are engineered. Every notification is a trigger. Every swipe is an action. Every unpredictable piece of content is a reward. That uncertainty is key. You don't know which video will be funny or which post will be interesting. That unpredictability keeps you hooked. The same principle is used in slot machines. Variable rewards are more powerful than guaranteed ones. Your brain stays engaged for much longer because it expects the next scroll to be better, and sometimes it is. That reinforces this kind of behavior. People often call the dopamine the feel-good chemical, but that completely oversimplifies it. Dopamine is about anticipation, not just pleasure. Thousands of years ago, it motivated humans to hunt, explore, and survive, and rewarded the chase. But today, the problem is that now that chase never ends. There's no final video or notification, and there's no moment where the system says that's enough. Infinite scrolling has no natural stopping point. Your brain keeps anticipating the next reward, the next hit of novelty, the next piece of stimulation. When you expose your mind to high intensity and rapid stimulation, something subtle begins to change. Your tolerance for slowness decreases. Homework feels harder. Reading feels exhausting. Conversations without distractions feel less engaging. Silence becomes uncomfortable. You feel the need to fulfill every empty moment with something. Music while you're walking, or videos while you're eating, podcasts while you're showering. It's just constant input. When your brain adjusts to high levels of stimulation, everyday life starts to feel dull. That's not because your life got worse or anything, but it's because your baseline shifted. We've removed boredom from our lives entirely. The moment we feel it, we just eliminate it. But boredom isn't useless. It's where your reflection happens, where your creativity forms, where you process your emotions. If you never allow yourself to sit in stillness, you never fully process your thoughts or your discomfort. You end up consuming someone else's ideas continuously. Over time, that has quiet consequences. Shorter attention spans, increased restlessness, difficulty focusing on harder tasks, and constant mental noise. Many studies link heavy social media use with higher rates of anxiety, depression, poor sleep, and lower life satisfaction. Correlation doesn't always mean causation, but when patterns repeat across groups, it's worth asking some questions. Nearly half of teenagers admit that they spend way too much time on social media. We know it's excessive, yet we still continue. Why? Because knowing something isn't good for you isn't the same as being free from it. The system is frictionless. There's no pause screen or built-in boundary, just more content, always more. Here's what I think about. This isn't just about wasted time. It's about mental control. Attention is a finite resource. If your attention is constantly being divided, your thinking becomes divided. Deep thinking requires focus. Meaningful relationships require presence. Personal growth requires reflection. If we lose our ability to think deeply, we lose our ability to build deeply. Today, we're living in an attention economy. The longer you stay on the platform, the more profitable you are. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a business model. These platforms aim for engagement, not well-being. Because engagement and well-being don't always go hand in hand. If you don't consciously protect your attention, someone else will gladly use it. I'm not saying technology is bad. It connects us, it educates us, and allows us to create. I'm using it right now to talk to you guys. But power without awareness can lead to control. Many of us are in less control than we think. If we wake up and we scroll instinctively, if you can't sit in silence for 10 minutes without seeking stimulation, if you struggle to focus on one task without checking your phone, that's not random. That's conditioning. And the scary part is how normal that feels. No one will protect your attention. Not schools, not tech companies, and not society. Your attention is valuable, and valuable things are contested. The responsibility falls on top of you, not in an extreme delete everything and disappear type way, but in an intentional way. Try this tomorrow. When your alarm clock goes off, don't wander off on your phone for the first 30 minutes. Just notice what happens. Notice the urge, the discomfort, and how strong that pull is. That awareness is powerful. And once you recognize the reflex, you regain your choice. And that choice is freedom. The real danger isn't that we use technology. It's that we stop choosing when and how we use it. If we want meaningful lives, we need depth. If we want strong relationships, we need presence. If we want to think critically and independently, we need focus. Focus requires protecting your attention in a world that tries to claim it. So tomorrow morning, before you scroll, pause. Ask yourself, who is choosing what I see right now? Me or a machine that's designed to keep me here? Your attention is your life. And if you don't direct it intentionally, it will be directed for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.